These three beach scenes are actually jigsaw puzzles. They were put together by my favorite puzzler, Karen the Weather Girl. And it's kind of surprising to realize they're actually jigsaw puzzles. But what about jigsaw puzzles? Where do they come from? What are they all about? How do you do them? Well, that's what this report is going to tell you. The first jigsaw puzzle was made in about the year 1760 by a man named John Spilsbury. Spilsbury was a map maker and an engraver, and he came up with the idea of printing a picture of a map, just say Europe, on a piece of wood, and then cutting out the national boundaries. And the idea was that you put this thing together and it would help kids to learn geography. He didn't use a jigsaw to make this. He used a marquetry saw, and marquetry is a very intricate form of woodworking. Most through 1760 and up till about 1880, all jigsaw puzzles were made with wood and marquetry saws. In 1880, they switched over to a fret saw, which is similar for fine woodworking. And then also they began experimenting with paperboard. It wasn't too successful. Paperboard or cardboard jigsaw puzzles really didn't come into use until the middle of the 1930s. And then at the end of World War II, manufacturing processes got much better. And then since then, most jigsaw puzzles are made out of paperboard, except for ones for little kids. And it seems to me that when I was a little kid, I had a jigsaw puzzle made out of wood, and I think the pieces were the states of the United States. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I think. So today you've got maybe a dozen manufacturers of jigsaw puzzles. They make them out of a variety of stuff: acrylics, plastic, of course, paperboard. And the biggest manufacturers are a company called Ravensburg, which is out of Germany, and the other big one is Tower Press. And today, of course, you can get round jigsaw puzzles, 3D jigsaw puzzles, that turn out to be a globe. You get it with a round edge, but the standard jigsaw puzzle is, of course, a rectangle. And the most popular sizes are like 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces, 1,500, and so on. The biggest jigsaw puzzle ever made was actually had 55,142 pieces, and that was set up as a stunt. Right now, the biggest commercially available jigsaw puzzles are 52,110 pieces from a company called Master Puzzle, and 40,300 from Ravensburg. Well, in the year 2020, jigsaw puzzle sales have tripled over 2019. Reason? COVID-19. And people think jigsaw puzzles are quite helpful to take your mind off of things, to provide a distraction. And in fact, mental health professionals say they help with concentration, with short-term memory, and with problem solving. The way most people solve crossword puzzles is to go through the pieces and try to pick out the corners and then the edges. And then when they've got them together, then they go to work on the middle part. Now, Karen the Weather Girl does exactly that, except that what her next step after getting the edges is to separate the pieces into Tupperware bowls by color. And then she uses those colors to orient herself to the to the puzzle that's being put together. When she finishes the puzzle, she'll frame it, and I'll get to hang it, or she'll give it away. After she finishes a puzzle, she'll frame it, and sometimes I hang them. So that's all there is to know about Jigsaw Puzzles. Here's another special report, and by the way, stay tuned for the weekly recap on Friday.